Hello. Hi. How's it going? I'm back. I guess it's been a while. I was here last week, wasn't I? I think so. Anyway, is that too loud? Is that fine? Let me know. I'm Big Click Energy. You can find me at bigclickphoto.com or on any social media platform where they allow me to share pictures. So that's where you can find me. All the places. They're popping up right now across the screen. I'm on YouTube apparently. Wow. Instagram, Facebook, all the places. Anyway, thanks for coming back. Thanks for joining me. I'm doing more Mandos. I've been doing a lot of Mandos behind the scenes and other stuff. And life's just been busy. I've had a lot of little things popping up. Health stuff and just other things. I apparently was able to meet two of my big goals that I wanted to meet this year, right off the bat in January. But one of them got kind of messed up. But we're meeting goals. We're doing things. It's working out. Anyway, last time we were together, we were editing Mandalorians, as we have been. This is the first big thing I've done this year. That's fun to edit. Everything else I've been doing this year is, a kid's party, family photos. I did a baby recently, which turned into family photos. Just everyday kind of, not boring, because, photos aren't boring, but still, it's not like we're doing cool, fantastical things and putting Mandos in space or whatever. So yeah. Let's see, I can't remember the last one we were working on. It might have been this one. I think it was this one. Yeah. So I've saved my progress to share with you, since I'm really bad at typically saving my work and showing it with the class, sharing it with the class. I'd gotten better at it so that I have something to show on stream that's cohesive and coherent. So let me show you this one. Also, let me know if I sound good, look good, all that stuff. I think everything tested out good today. No issues with the music this time. Yeah, everything should be groovy. So the only thing I didn't save was how I made this. I use a touch of AI mostly to... So the program that I use lets me take my own images, either images that I've shot or images that I find in the public domain, and it lets me compile them and essentially allow AI to blend them in a funny way or funky way, or see how it would look. I'll be okay, blend these images with this style, with a space sky or whatever like that. But it's using the work that I put into it. It's not just taking it from nowhere. So if that makes any sense, that's how I use AI. It's with my own stuff or with public domain stuff, and then basically you're just letting the program kind of blend it together for you. It's taking out a few steps that I would normally do, but I'm still doing my own work for it, so it's, I don't know, it's hard to explain. But anywho, that's what we're doing right now. So I didn't, did I miss something? Oh, sorry. So I didn't save all of that progress. I'll have to show you sometime how that works. But I did forelay a ground over this because I didn't want my subject standing in a puddle. There's the original lighting. Now, if you're wondering how we came up with this, the trick I showed you last time was go to Filter, Neural Filters. Once you've isolated your subject from its original background, make a couple copies of it, go to Neural Filters, go to Harmonization, make sure you have it downloaded. A lot of these are still in beta. And then select the layer you want to harmonize with. And, excuse me, for this one, it's obviously this background. I've already done it, so I'm not going to do it twice. But these sliders will activate and you can really get in there and tweak how it looks to exactly what you want. So it's pretty neat. I did that, and then I made another layer and just kind of blended it in. Say that 5 times fast. And then we did a little fog, color corrected the fog, did some more, just, it's a bunch of lighting effects to make things blend, right? Yeah, I'm happy with that. And then I put it into Lightroom, which I'll show you in a minute, after I show you another one, and did a few more preset tweaks, you know, color correcting, clarity, that kind of thing, and then until I'm happy with it. And that's a finished product. So that's, you know, pretty much one step away from being done right there. And the next one, I'm not going to save this work because this one's done. But the next one I worked on, vaping on stream, so sorry if it slows down my talking. Also, my allergies and sinuses are just kind of off the charts today, so hold on. I'm going to mute this while I blow my nose. Did I tear up my lipstick too bad? No, I think I'm good. Sinuses, the weather. It's been kind of rainy where I live when it's normally not super rainy. And so my sinuses are very confused. It's a lot of fun. It's good times, great oldies. Alright. So, the next one I did a couple of edits for this pose. No, I did a couple of dudes in the same... Okay, so I did a couple of edits in the same file because I had already done one. Didn't like what I mean, I liked what I did to it, but I kind of assumed nobody else would because not a lot of people like hot pink synthwave, you know, Lisa Frank looking 1980s shit. So I decided to tone it down and redo it essentially. So I'll show you the first version. Let's see, where is it? Where does it start? Right here. Aha. So this guy, I redid this pose. If you remember, I think that was the last thing I was working on last time was this one. I just wasn't confident that anyone would like it. So I canned that one, scrapped it, whatever, and started working on this, which I think is a lot less wild, a lot more toned down. So hopefully they'll like that. This person hasn't seen their finished product yet, but hopefully they like it. And then the other one in this file that I did, before I show you what they look like after putting them back over into Lightroom, this one, this pose, I just like it because it's so dead on. You can see right down the barrel, right down the scope. I just like the pose. So I've put a few backgrounds together, kind of did some blending, did my weird composite stuff, tried to stay in the same color family, I guess you could say, as the armor, as the character. Put a little bit of a blur on it, took the edge off, found a Death Watch symbol, and then did put our guy in there. Did the did the neural harmonization blending. Did a little, copied this, filled it in with black, blurred it out, did a Gaussian blur up to like 170, I believe. Let's see. It doesn't tell me now, but somewhere around like 170 is a pretty good area for a full body shadow. And you get it by taking a copy of this layer of your subject and doing that, you get the exact outline. It's a lot better than doing a drop shadow through the special effects, because that just ends up looking messy and weird. You can get and you can get the angle exactly how you want it, and you can erase and add, and it's gonna be a lot more versatile than just the special effects drop shadow. Oh hey, rad, blend, colors, suit great. Oh, thank you. Hi, Maple Glades. How's it going? Packing up gear and stuff. Cool. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with that gear? So yeah, just trying to get better at telling people what I do step by step. And, I don't know if we're gonna sit here and chat about this. I have an opera singer recording I have to shoot tonight. Dope. That sounds fun. That's fun. I don't think I've ever done that one. Something like that. Not an opera singer. Last cool thing I did was like that was, I mean, the Mandos are cool, but I love when I get to go shoot at the Orpheum, historical theater here in Phoenix where I live, and usually the gigs that I get there are for Arizona Unzipped. It's like cabaret, burlesque style ladies in fancy dress, and that's just big red curtains, beautiful theater, big stage, just, you know, gorgeous women. It's a lot of fun. You can't not have a great time. My voice? There's a voice in there for this kind of singing? That's funny that you say that. I'm bullied a lot for my voice, so I have to absorb that and take it as a compliment and know that you're not bullying me. No, when I was a kid, I was a singer. When I was like pre-puberty, I guess, before my voice dropped. When I grew up, my voice got really low, and I'm obviously female. And when I was a little girl, a little person, whatever, I was in chorus. I don't like to call it choir because I didn't do it for church. I was in chorus for school, and I sang for like 3 years, and I did solo stuff, and I was an alto / soprano, and then puberty hit, and my voice dropped, and it went alto / baritone, and I couldn't do the solo stuff anymore, or at least I lost something. I don't know. I probably needed more training to find it again. But then somewhere in my late teens, early 20s, I got tinnitus, which is the chronic ringing in your ears. So yeah, basically I'm fucking tone deaf now. I can't even tune my guitar by ear anymore, which I used to be able to. I used to just be able to beep, tune it right up, nothing, no problem, and now I can't even do that. So, fun. I was always told I was too loud. Oh, I couldn't whisper, apparently. Huh. Yeah, I know that. Some people aren't capable of whispering. I know somebody like that. They literally can't whisper. It's fine. It's just, yeah, it's a thing. There is a career as a dramatic mezzo, I'm sure, for you, even for me. Contralto is a voice type as well, yes. But low mezzo for sure, huh? Oof, yeah, that would add to the difficulty. I can whisper, though, but it's just that my voice is a lower... Yeah, I know somebody just like that, actually, who can they can get their voice low, but it's still, like... It sounds so fucking loud. When they're whispering, it's still, there's a bit of a boom there, and it's like, are you sure you're whispering? Are you positive? Because it sounds like you're still talking at a normal level. It's like, come on. Yeah. Yeah, no. Recently, in the same day, in the span of 5 hours, I was playing, it was a few weeks ago, I was playing video games on my console, which is ironic that I don't stream that, but I stream this. But I was just like grinding around playing Red Dead, and I have headphones and I have a mic, and I usually keep to myself, and I keep my mic on mute until I can tell someone's cool or it's a friend of mine. But usually I just pretend that I'm a mute for a little while, and this one, I finally started talking to this person because I could hear them with their other posse, and I was like, they sound alright, maybe I can say something. And immediately one of them was like, are you a dude? And I was like, does it matter? And they were like, well, you sound like a dude. And I was like, all right, adios. And then it's again in the same session, somebody else was like, you sound like a man. And I was like, great, fucking thank you. I've gotten that my whole life. Appreciate you. Awesome. Still over the phone, I get it all the time. And then in the same day, I went out in person to run an errand where I had to interact with a member of the public, or a few. And this lady, I remember her name was Brooke, because I looked at her name tag when this happened, because it sunk in, because it was such a cool moment. But this lady came up, she was the manager, and this person checking me out was having issues with their computer and computer system shit. And so the manager had to come over and type in this code to make her computer work. And while we're standing there, we're joking around about shitty computer systems, and I said something funny or something. And the lady, the manager, Brooke, I'll never forget her name, she looked at me and she was like, wow, your voice is amazing. You should do, what are those videos called where people talk into the microphone? You should do ASMR or something. You should read books or live stream. And I was like, I do live stream. I don't think a lot of people watch me, but thank you. I've never gotten a compliment on my voice before. And she was like, that's awful. And I was like, she's like, your voice is amazing. And I was like, thank you, Brooke. I'll never forget you or this moment. It was so nice. Sorry, I lost track there, but let's see. Oh God. Being able to do yes. I had to say, I appreciate you. Thank you for saying that. That's really nice of you to say. Again, a moment I won't forget. This one right here. As a person with experience and a master's degree in the stuff, oh goody. Voiceover would legit be something to play with as well. I would like to, but how do you get your foot in that door? I've always thought about that. I actually had someone tell me about that. They were like, you could do voices and voice work. And I was like, that would be nice. Where's the gig? I gotta find the gig. If it makes you happy, because talents and stuff are cool, but only if you want it. But if it's a powerful voice, I dig it. That's awesome. It's unique. I always tell the same thing. Yes, you've got a lot of potential for voice-related things. Someone once told me that I should do 1-900 calls with my voice, and I have no idea why. Oh, are those the saucy ones? The 1-900 ones? Ooh, god damn it, Josh. Maybe. Welcome, by the way. First time chat. God damn it, Josh. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. What do you sound like? I'll tell you why. Let's see what you sound like. Should you be doing 1-900 calls? It's less about getting the foot in the door and more for technique and practice. Yeah, cold reading scripts, commercials, etc. Putting a reel together. Ah, yes. Ooh, I should do that. You got to do that before you look for right, of course. It's like having a portfolio with photography, same thing. The amount of free shoots I used to give to people, or $25 shoots or whatever, just to like get pretty faces or get bodies. Just get bodies in front of my camera for like a year and a half. I was just shoot as much as I could, and then I put together this massive portfolio while I was still at college, because I had the time because I was in school and I wasn't doing a regular job full time because I had a panic attack, and it's a long story. My doctor was like, you can go to school or work full time. Not both. Physically, not both. But yeah, I put together a massive portfolio, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoa, I don't have to give away free shoots anymore. I can go ahead and start charging for this. I've been putting together enough work for years now. I think I sound like a dying pig. Oh, you poor thing. I doubt that. Reddit stories and posts, etc. can be a great place to start for the story reading stuff. Yeah. I mean, when I was a kid, I loved to be the one in class. I'm autistic and shy. I was deathly, devilishly shy when I was a child. Just horribly shy. And yet, still in class, I would raise my hand to be the one to read things out loud, because I loved to read. And so I was reading before I could probably speak properly. I had a speech impediment when I was a kid. Autism. All the things that go with autism, right? But yeah, no, I like to be the storyteller. I like to read things. And I've thought about that. I should put together a fucking reel. I have a mic. This mic's not bad. I just gotta put it in a closet, getting myself a little more soundproof. Let me read the rest of this. I'm sorry, I'm catching up. Find some no-sleep posts. That's what I was thinking. Or comedy stories, creative variety. It'll teach you about speaking naturally while also being clear, etc. Because a voice can be amazing but unrefined. Yeah, for sure. And I'm sure my voice is one of those, has potential, but incredibly unrefined. I wonder how bad my vocal fry is, because I am a product of, I'm a millennial, right? That's when that shit started. 90s, 2000s, when it really, really stuck in our in the way we speak. I can hear it now. I just always thought I sounded like a sarcastic asshole, but I guess that's just my vocal fry. No, but thank you so much for the compliment. Holy shit, I gotta go back up there and reread it just to make sure it's real. No, that's really nice, thank you. It's nice to know my voice isn't just horrible. I guess through a certain mic or over the phone, I don't know. I don't care about what gender I sound like. I don't have a gender. What is a gender? Who needs a gender? You know, but like, it'd be nice instead of someone being like, you sound like a man, just saying, your voice is unique. Your voice, like, fuck, man. It'd be nice. Try not to make it an insult. Anyway, was I done with this? I was done with this. And then I flipped it over into Lightroom, and now I'll show you what that consists of. So, this was the before of that first one. Definitely needed an edit. There's people back here. There's a fucking Dutch tilt to my lens. I just liked that angle. I really wanted to catch that. But the finished product, I like that. It's fun. And I made his gun work. His blaster. Sorry, not a gun. Not a gun. It's a blaster. I made his blaster work. Exciting. Oh, god damn it, Josh! Now you're following me? Awesome! Thank you. Welcome to the shit show. I hope you have a good time here. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Shout out. God damn it, Josh. I love saying your name. It's fun. God damn it. Josh. Just making sure I'm spelling it correctly. Does it work? No. That's okay. The thing I was trying to do doesn't work. That's alright. I still have a cooldown thing. Alright, anyway. Welcome, though. Appreciate you. That's the before of that. That's the after of that. Now here's the before of this one. Now the only thing I do to these when I pull them into Lightroom for the last time, because this is where everything starts, right? It's your digital darkroom. So put them in here from the start, rip them off the card, crop them, basic color correct them, flag the ones I want to, do the big fancy edits to, kick them over to Photoshop, do those fancy edits, bring them back over to Lightroom, and then in here, over the years, I've downloaded, purchased, created, saved a gazillion different presets. Also, some just come with Lightroom, but some of these I've made over the years, and I just find the right ones that work. Some really work for shit. I might change that. I like that. I like it a little darker, eh? Ooh, damn. Yeah, that's happening. I wasn't quite finished with that one yet, so I was gonna finish that with you guys. There we go. I like that. So those are handy. Instead of tweaking, I mean, it's just a million different combinations of sliders and stuff over here, right? But instead of doing it every single time, I can just be like, I remember this one really came in clutch for that one cosplay, or that one whatever. I'm gonna try to use that again, and it usually works. And then I can sync and mass apply them to all of them. So yeah, that's that one. I think that's dope as fuck. I'm gonna leave that there. And I need to get these done because I said I'd have all these Mandos done by the end of the month. We shot this thing on January 6th. It was a potluck. It's a lot of shit though, for me. And I hope people understand that. Like, the people involved in these photos, I hope they understand that, like, this, it's not just editing these, it's gathering it's shooting the stuff, gathering the resources, taking the time to think about exactly what each one, because like I'm tailor making these. Each one has a different vibe. They're not just copy paste, same thing. I just hope they're good enough for people to want to purchase. That's usually not the case for some reason. Sometimes people want to buy my work. Sometimes people seek me out and hire me just for this stuff and tip very well. But then other times I'll do work like this and people will completely just be like, nah, don't like any of that. There's something, don't want that. Which is, it's rare, but it's still gut-wrenching when it happens. Oh, didn't mean to slam that down, sorry. If you put an @ in front of the name, it'll auto-fill it. Oh, yeah. I was trying to do a shout-out thing, but it didn't work. It said your channel didn't exist. So, I don't know. Yeah. I'm still learning. Twitch is... There's a lot to Twitch, apparently. A lot. Oh, my vape died. Nah, boo. Well, I'm gonna have to charge it. At some point, when it cools down enough to charge. So that's the I'm not going to save these because they're done. And I also don't save them because I'm not going to change them. If somebody wants me to edit it differently, I'll start from scratch. And they'll just have to pay for a whole new edit, I don't change stuff. So I was thinking about a few things. I might want to try to edit on stream. There's a lot here. I got a lot of tabs open. A lot of things I need to get done. I guess I could show you this one. This one is done, I think. I think I'm happy with it. Oh shit, I guess I did that in... That was a different thing I did to it. Hold on. I can show you the finished product here. There we go. Here's the before and the after to that. The fog's supposed to be kind of bluey to match the landscape. I don't know. It is what it is. Some things I'm really happy with, other things I'm like, I don't know. It's good, but there's something... I wish there was something else I could do or knew how to do to make it better. But every time I edit something, like every single time I edit something, even right now from photo to photo, I'm doing something new in the next one that I didn't do in the last one. So consistently pushing the boundaries and learning new stuff so that I never get stuck or stagnant, because I don't want to. I want my stuff to evolve and get better. I don't want to just have the same boring looking work all the time. Not that my stuff's ever been boring looking, but I don't know. My newer stuff's better than my older stuff, I think. Anyway, where was I? What were we doing? What's the next thing? That's the before and after of that. Go ahead and close that out. What do we got here? He's getting work done. That's my logo. I was signing some crap earlier. Okay. So, all of these, I want to edit all of this stuff. I think. Let's start with this guy. And maybe her. Yeah. So I have, before I can do anything with that, I have some backgrounds I need to resize. So you might as well sit here with me through the tedium. I had AI whip me up a couple of things that I'm gonna fuck with. Based on, again, like explained before, I use a program that allows me to upload photos that are my work or public domain, and then I tell AI exactly what I want it to do with that stuff. So it'll do like, it'll make it look like a painting and blend them all together, or it'll do like a color overlay and blend them all together, or whatever the situation might be. So that's pretty cool. It's taking from the material I put into it, which makes me feel better about using it. It also costs me money, so it's not like it's a free thing. It's also not stealing from. It doesn't use that poison software or whatever that stuff is that steals from art or whatever. I forget. It doesn't do that. Oh yeah, I'm here to resize. We're resizing. Ugh, I still have that color issue. I can correct it with like an extra step. Like, check this out. And me and Chat's tried to fix it before and we can't. I don't know what the fucking problem is. I think I might just need to update some stuff. That's probably the issue. God damn it, I keep clicking on the wrong one. 7702, 7666? Oh, it's the Mark of the Beast. There we go. See, it turns out like we're way more saturated than it should be. And they both have the same color profile. I don't understand it. I don't think I did that other one correctly. And some of these aren't AI, some of these are just old shit that I've made that I've had around for a long time that I just haven't different. That I've updated using AI. That's another cool thing I've done is the program that I use. I forget what the fuck it's called. I use Firefly for some stuff, and then this other thing for most of my stuff. But like, I've had textures and things that I've made in Photoshop from years ago, before AI was really a thing, and I feed those into AI and let AI use my own art, I guess. And it's pretty neat how it will remix it and use it as a texture to create a new thing or whatever. It's pretty cool. That's how some of these have been made. That shit's just super tedious and time consuming, so I usually just sit here with a podcast on or something. Like, you don't want to watch me do all that. But if you ever want to, I guess we can. 666, that's the one. God, it's coming out so big. It's okay. I can fix it. God, I hate that fucking color issue. Is driving me nuts. Yeah. Alright. Holy moly. Okay. That was a lot. Okay, let's see. Do some Highlander shit. There can only be one. Okay. Select the subject. Just get him off that desert background. How long have we been streaming? Oh, a whole whopping 42 minutes. Wow. Fun. Cool beans. Scoot this closer towards me so I don't have to shout and you can hear me. Oh, wow, that's almost perfect. The fuck? Oh, that is... What in the Terminator? Liquid metal? It's very shiny, whatever that is. It's really reflecting stuff. I'll have to think about that. Is that... what the fuck is that? Is that part of the gun? I'm very confused. You know what I'm gonna do? We're just gonna pretend that's not there. Because it's basically almost not there. No, that's the gun. Okay. Making sure. So right now I'm taking... I took this since... Come on, brain. Let's brain. Since Facebook's new... Facebook. For fuck's sake, brain. Since Photoshop's new AI update or whatever that happened some months ago, the select subject down here works pretty well. I don't fuck around with the generative. I don't fuck around with the AI in Photoshop at all. I just don't. It's not great. It's fun for like fun stuff. Maybe we'll do one of those. One time we did a video, we did a stream, I should say, where we took some random public domain images and messed around with AI, and it was like the generative fill, and it was a lot of fun. It was like not really constructive, but it was just fun. We might do that again sometime. But for the most part, I avoid it. I use the select subject to get a rough idea, to let the AI select tool get a rough idea of what I want, and then I'll use the is this quick select? Yeah, the quick selection tool to get the rest of it. And then there's one more step after that, because this also isn't perfect. It's pretty dang close, though. Ooh. That looks like a piece of you. Can you hear the synth wave? Are we vibing? Is it synthy enough? Son of a bitch. Okay. You know what? This is why we have to go on with the next step. Alright, so like I said, quick selection's not perfect, but if I go up here to select, click inverse, and then this, you can't see it behind my frame. Maybe this right here, this little fella, right here. See the mouse? And this guy. I forget what the fuck this tool's called, but this thing. Looks like I want to have it in a different color than red because there's red on his outfit. I always talk about this happening, but it very rarely happens. So here we go. I'm gonna make it teal because there's nothing about this suit that's teal. Yeah, that's better. Okay. The fuck is this? What is going on here? My eyes are confused. It's just like part of something there. I don't think it's a necessary part, perhaps? I don't know. I don't know for sure. It confuzzles the mind. I am not sure what it is. We'll just take it away. Alright, so with this, while it's in this mode, you can use the, wow, that's big. You can use the paintbrush tool. And you don't want it at 100%. That's wacky. That's too strong. Is that, okay, it's just that fucking color. What the hell is that? So, white will take it away. White will act as an eraser, and black will act as a fill. And you can hit X on the keyboard to quick change between the two, instead of coming over here and clicking. So this, by doing this, I'm coming, and you can see these, it was kind of jagged here, right? But I'm coming in, I'm cleaning up these jagged edges. And getting, oh, too much. Getting just enough. I also have my brush, I have a soft brush that I use for damn near everything. And it's feathered just so. And so is my selection. My selection is feathered just so. So that I always end up selecting a little bit more of the area than I want. And I mean just like a millimeter more. Just to be able to take away. It's like a haircut, you know, if you cut too much, you can't put it back, right? So I try to little bits at a time and start out with more, just a little bit more than I need. That way I'm not trying to clone stamp my subject back into reality or whatever, you know, because that can get kind of sketchy, iffy, weird looking at times. So what's new with everybody? If there's anybody, I know chat got a little quiet, but if there's anybody out there just lurking, what's going on? I'm surprised Low Bass ain't in here. He must be on his own stream. I did not check the Discord before actually going live. I probably should have. I usually do. Today I was just like, whatever, I checked my thing, and then it was already almost 3, and I was like, fuck, I just need to get going here. I've been working all day, just now streaming though. I like to get as much work done as I possibly can before streaming, because once I'm done streaming, I don't want to be here at my desk anymore. I want to get away from it. Not that I don't like streaming, it's just changes the dynamic of how I work, how I get work done. I do better when I'm not being watched. Not better, just quicker, I should say. When I don't have to focus on trying to engage with people. But I like streaming, so that's why I do a lot of work behind the scenes and then show you what I've done, and then do a little bit like this. Let's see, I guess I should talk about... I had some things to talk about today. I usually wait for someone in chat to bring something up. Ooh. If I get quiet, it's because I'm focused. That's why we have background music, so it's not just crickets or the sound of my fan. That's really missing, huh? Let's fill that in. Yeah, that's missing. Ooh, whoa! Wrong tool! God damn! Oh, scare me like that! Jesus. Okay. There we go. Moving right up. Moving right up. So as you can see, that quick selection tool is pretty friggin' good, but it's not 100%. It's not at 100. That's okay, because we got this little trick. I learned this. This is why I went to college. I'm not one to advocate for. I mean, yeah, education, awesome, but I'm not one for advocating you put yourself into a lifelong battle with debt. I advocate you move to another country where college is open for Americans and then get your education. That's a different discussion, though. So, what I advocate for is community college, because you can use your FAFSA. Especially if you're above the age of 24. I highly suggest just go apply for a FAFSA. You'll probably get one, and take some classes, because you can get 2 associate's degrees under that FAFSA for free. And if you do what I did, I didn't pay a dime for college. In fact, I made a profit in college because I only went and got a couple of associate's degrees. I didn't go into debt for higher stuff. I wish I had a master's or 2, and if I could afford a master's or 2 in this country, I'd have a couple of master's degrees by now, no question. If I still lived in Norway, I'd also absolutely have a few master's degrees by now, no question. But since I live in this hole of a country where education is not considered a human right, it's something you have to essentially die for and give up your life to work for. I only went and got those associate's degrees, but I applied for FAFSA. I was already in my mid-20s by the time I went to college, because when I graduated high school at the age of 18, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. My dad was retired, my mom was disabled, both on fixed incomes. A college fund wasn't in my vocabulary as a kid, so, you know, I knew what they were, but I certainly didn't have one. And even though I tested as a genius as a kid, and they called me a savant or whatever in high school, I didn't really apply myself because they didn't challenge me. So I didn't do scholarships in college, and I didn't know what the hell I wanted, so I just moved to Europe. Then I went to college later when I was 24, and I did it so well. I used my FAFSA, got through school for free, and applied for like a handful of scholarships. Ended up winning half of them, and I think over the years that I was in school, I ended up making like $5,000 in scholarships. So if anything, it was a profit. Get a FAFSA, go to school, get some scholarships, make a little money, get an education. That's cool. That taught me how Photoshop worked. I know all of this crap I could have learned on YouTube, but I'm better with a strict routine than just loosey-goosey, willy-nilly looking stuff up on my own on YouTube. Art-related things. Sorry, my brain wants to read things different. Art-related things has followed. Thank you. Hi, welcome. Thanks for following. I appreciate you. We're just editing some Mandos today, as we did last time. Let me zoom out and show you which one we're working on here. This one's not a Mando, but he was at the Mando potluck, so false advertising. Sorry, this one's not a Mandalorian, but we've done Mandalorians. We've been doing Mandalorians, so that's fun. But this one just happens to be next on my list of things to do. I have more Mandos I need to do. I have all of these need to get done by the end of the month. So the crunch is on. Here we go. And I have like normal work to do too. Like I have to go shoot a elementary school next week. It was supposed to happen yesterday, but it rained. And they want photos of kids laughing and playing outside to put on their website, so can't really have that in the rain. So it's happening next week. That's gonna be boring. Like, I'm not gonna stream that, you know? That's just normal everyday stuff. Fun for me. I enjoy all the different kinds of photography I get to do, and I do everything. Everything. Go to my website. Here, I'll put it in the chat. I don't just do this. Because if I did this all the time, or if I did any one thing all the time, I'd have autistic burnout so fast. There you go. Go to that. Check out my portfolio. I do all the stuff. Right now we're just using, we've done a general subject selection and then refined it a bit with the quick select tool, and now I'm refining it even more with a paintbrush and a mask. I think that's what this tool is called. Some kind of mask. I picked that up in college though. I had a professor show me this. She started with the classic pen tool and I was like, this sucks. Like, I remember raising my hand and being like, I don't like this. Is there any other way? And she was like, oh yes. Yes, there is another way. Because a lot of people like the pen tool. I don't know why, because they're nuts, but I was not one of them. And she was like, you're like me. I also hate the pen tool. Here's this trick. And she showed me how to do things with the quick select and then refine it like this, and I love this. It's really time consuming comparatively, but the edges are fucking perfect as long as you got a steady enough hand and you can see what you're doing. I also paint with this rock. I don't use a tablet, I use a mouse, so I might have to erase a few more times than the average bear, but that's okay. I've gotten fairly good at it. Selected. Okay. Oops, too much. Oops. Alright. Yeah. Oh, maybe not alright. Hold on. Oh, that's the background. That's why we use this tool. I love this tool. It's great. It's a great tool. Clean up this corner. Okay. I think that's good enough for me, friends. Let's see. I think he's highlighted. He's selected. It's pretty clean. It's pretty clean. Now we're gonna try to check out the backgrounds, see how they look. And I gotta color correct them because I'm still having that stupid color issue, which I don't understand what the fuck is going on. So pay no mind to stuff right now, like the colors of anything. I'm just looking at what looks nice. Then I'll fix it. Have to fix the spots on this helmet. Light coming from that direction is accurate because my light was over there. Okay. That's the same one. Okay. Drop that in twice. Okay, now, let's see which one of these I like the best, and then start color correcting them. Ah, big stretch. Ah, snap, crackle, pop. Everything pops when you get old, kids. Don't get old. Depends on what direction I want to take it now. Fucking pink. I want it to be so pink. Alright, save that for last. so fucking frustrating. I don't know what's wrong with these color profiles. Why they drop into these existing files with a totally different look. But it's extremely frustrating. My color's correct. Okay, I'm just like checking with my eyes. Is it correct? It is. Let's see. I use my regular eyes real quick. I wear prescription glasses, so usually don't show my eyes on stream. How rare. Let's see. Too many fucking color problems. What is this even supposed to look like? I forgot now. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I can figure this out. I can figure it out. Looks pretty red. Okay. I can figure it out. I can figure it out. Alright, so if I go here and let's see. Hold on. Okay, now what if I... Will you stay? Hold on. Fan i helvete! Din förbannade jävel! I figured it out. Fy fan. So I got excited and I curse in Norwegian. Alright. Din förbannade jävel. You son of a bitch. It worked. It worked. Hey, I figured it out. So I just have to slip it into... What? Slip it in where? How? What was that called again? Where did I... Where was I? Color set. Okay. Yeah. Before I had looked at color settings and seen what profile it was in, and then I clicked, excuse me, convert to profile, Pro Photo RGB. It had it as sRGB and it got all pink looking. So Pro Photo's the way to go for that. Interesting. Look, Ma, I learned something new today. How about that? Okay. Well, that's good to know. Convert to profile. Okay. Sure. Yo, that's exactly what I fucking wanted. Thank you. I wanted it how I originally designed it. Thank you. Oh my god. Alright. So I can delete all this bullshit. Let's see. 3. Oh, it means I gotta redo everything. That's okay. What was the other one I was using for this? That one? Yeah, that's that one. Okay, that's fine. Convert. Pro photo. And let's see if it'll stay that way. I think it stayed. Bitch, you better work. I figured it out. Yes. 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 I figured it out. I found the fix. I'm so happy. Oh my goodness. That's gonna solve a lot of future problems. Hooray. Ooh, what's happening here? Let's check. Ooh, let's check it. Oh. Oh, that's right. That's a little reminder. If you're watching this on Twitch, hi, thank you for joining me while I'm actually live. But, you know, sometimes I don't always stream at the same time, and everybody has lives and day jobs and sometimes kids or whatever. So, if you miss a live stream and you want to catch one or see the VOD, I guess, video on demand, I have a YouTube, Big Click Energy. Let's see. Ooh, behind the scenes. But yeah, my channel is just, Big Click Energy. Just go to YouTube and type in Big Click Energy. You should be able to find me. I think I'm pretty searchable. And I upload everything full length, all these streams you can find on YouTube. And clips too. So like if somebody clips something or there's a highlight made, I'll probably clip a few of these today and put them over on YouTube if there's anything that's clippable from this. So keep an eye out for that stuff. And please subscribe on YouTube or whatever. I think it's subscribing. It's like, follow, share, all the things. Check that out. And you know what? While I'm there, I might as well do this. Let's see. Yeah. So if you're on the Book of Faces, what the fuck? Notifications blocked. Okay, anyway, I don't know why this is looking funky, but I'm Big Click Energy on Facebook. I'm also Big Click Energy 1 with the number 1 on Instagram, and I really need to upload some shit. I haven't uploaded anything since Christmas. Yule. So, but yeah, Instagram, find me Big Click Energy 1. And, okay, why isn't my YouTube page available? I'm also on TikTok at Big Click Energy. I don't post a lot there, but I have enough followers to go live, so I suggest following me because sometimes I do go live. And those live videos don't save. They are just like automatically deleted once you go off live. So sometimes I'm live at Comic-Con. I went live at San Diego Comic-Con last year and people loved it. I also will go live during really fun shoots or something, like sometimes one of these Mando shoots I was live, things like that. So yeah, follow me on TikTok to see when I go live handheld, not Twitch live. Twitch live, I'll always be at my desk in this kind of setting working, but more like on the go live. You can see me doing that kind of stuff on TikTok. So be sure to follow me there, Big Click Energy. So it's a lot of fun. Let's see, and that's that for right now. Get back to what we were doing. I finally found this damn fix. Oh, what a relief. Stupid color profile stuff. Just frustrating. I didn't know what the heck was going on. I think I got it figured out now. I just have to convert it to pro something. Pro photo profile? Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna put these back on so I can see properly. Okay. Oh yeah. Now we're comfy and we can see. Vision is key. Ooh, that rhymed a little bit. Alright. Oh, I can go and fix that one too. Yeah. Meow. Let's see, I might as well. While I'm at it. Probably not going to finish this one on stream. Just because I got things to do. But we'll get something done. That is just really purpley, isn't it? So if I go here, convert, pro photo, bitch. Alright, alright. That should actually be the solution. I think it is. It is! Ha! Son of a bitch. That's incredible. I finally figured that out. Alright, cool. I just wanted to see. It really does work. It really, really does. Alright, I found the stuff. Oh shit, now I gotta redo all these. Alright, now I know exactly how I want to knock these out, and I should be able to knock these out fairly quickly. This one I'm excited to edit too. I think I have more than one, yeah. I'm gonna try to do a few for her, because I just love her cosplay so damn much. She's an amazing cosplayer. Amber Bright Props, I believe you can find her on Instagram. I believe it's Amber Bright. There's a few Ambers, and I believe this one is Amber Bright. But she is lovely and fantastic, and all of her cosplays are just bananas in detail. Like, just bananas. She's bananas. The level of detail. I love it. She's amazing. And she picked one of my favorite races to turn into a Mando, which is the Nautilin. These guys, the Kit Fisto. I just love them because they're, you know, squiddy. And with a name like Kit Fisto, how do you just not fall in love with Nautilins? But yeah, I forgot her character's name, forgive me, but this is just, it's a wonderful character. And I can't wait to edit this. Gotta do something. Gotta do something with it. So I'll probably be doing that one behind the scenes, and you'll see me go over them like I have been with the other ones. I hope that's copacetic. I can get a lot more done that way, and these need to be done. I'll have a few. I'll have this one and this one done by tomorrow afternoon. Like the two for both of them, so 4. I can probably do like 2 or 3 of these in a day if I actually have the full day to sit here, but that's the problem. I'm busy. I don't always have the full day to be at my desk, so that's why it can take a month to get this shit done. Usually when I shoot one, like if you are a cosplayer and you hire me and we do a shoot, we're going to spend usually 60 to 90 minutes together, and then I'm going to tell you, give me 2 weeks to get these done, and that's... I usually get them done within a week, but I give myself 2 just in case, you know, life, things, malfunctions, whatever. One time I'm really glad I told a client 2 weeks, and I'm really glad I did, because that day when I got home, my old computer had died while I was working. And if it wasn't for not cleaning my memory, like I hadn't wiped my card yet, and if it wasn't for that, I would have lost everything. So, and it took a week to get it repaired, and then another few days to edit, so by the end of that 2 weeks, I was still on time to deliver their photos. All things considered, which was terrifying, because I really thought I was going to be out of a job. If you have no way to edit your stuff, what are you going to do? So, anyway. Let's neural filter this, boy. See how he looks on this background. Oh, okay. Brighten that up a little bit. Hmm. I think that works. I think that works. I don't know. My eyes are tired. I've also been here all day staring at the same stuff. Let's see. We can work with that. We can start with that. Just putting some snooze in the old gob hole. Alright. I'm looking at it through my other monitor and I'm not sure. Alright, let's see. There's the original lighting, there's the new lighting. Whoop. I'm gonna copy of that. Let's see these with my human eyes real quick. I'll keep that one. I think that works. Thinking. Okay. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay. And then you get rid of some of these light points. If I can help it. No. Think about this. I think I'm good. Yeah, I think I can see what I'm doing. Okay. Monitor's funky. Yeah, that works. Quiet night for streamers. Oh yeah. Yeah, last time it was a quiet night for me. Sometimes it's really, really busy and I can't keep up with chat, and then other times it's crickets. And it's all good. I don't expect anyone to watch this or find me interesting whatsoever. It comes and goes. Yes, it waxes, it wanes. Much like the moon and the tides. Alright, what am I doing? I don't know which one I want. I don't know what I'm doing here. Will it fully take it away? We'll see. Yeah. A little bit. I might work on that on my own. I'm hitting a mental wall where I can't. Usually I can just start like whipping up stuff, and I'm not doing that right now. So what we're gonna do instead is some easy, no thinky stuff, and we're gonna look at what I need to start sharing to Instagram, right? So I began to prepare for sharing. The way that I share, if you ever look at my Instagram, look, you know. We can look at it together right now, fuck it. I do grids and stuff. Ooh, no thinking, yeah, no thinky. Can't thinky right now. So my Instagram is typically grid layout. So yeah, here's some good examples. I typically like to do a three and then a grid. So, oh, here's that burlesque stuff I was talking about. That's a lot of fun. A lot of fun to work with those lovely ladies. And this fella, I love him. He's the one who brings me in and puts me to work. And if you're in Arizona, go visit the Orpheum. See a show there. It's awesome. It just turned 95 on January 6th with the theater's 95th birthday. So anyway, as you can see, I'll do a 3 and a grid. Here's Mando's from before. This is from last year's potluck. I'm just thinking, alright, I like the same, I'm gonna keep the grid thing going. But it's time to upload new Mandos, so my process for my grid making goes like this. I've picked out which ones I definitely want to share to Instagram, and then I gotta figure out how they're gonna look when I share them. Ooh, I don't know, you got some competition, buddy. I really like this one. Let's see. So it'll either be, and I usually do it over the course of 4 days, so I can really stretch out like a post. To me, this is one big ass post, right? So I can stretch it out and be like, here's Monday, Tuesday, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I'll share a grid, just back to back to back little squares on the next day. I don't stretch that out, but I think either like that. No, I think I like it like this. So it'd be like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. In fact, oh well, today's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, maybe. I need to start posting stuff, but usually I do it Monday through Thursday or Tuesday through Friday. I think that's a good layout for that. So now I will make some folders. 1 right, 2 center, so I remember which order to upload them in. Instagram used to confuse the shit out of me. Like, sometimes I fear that I'll forget the order to upload things, so I try to be very organized about it. That's gonna be my grid image. That's my center. And that's my left. All right. There's Death Watch for Instagram. Done. That's that. And now I'm gonna drop these guys over here. I'm still working on one more for this fella, so we won't put that one on Instagram just yet. but I will show you how I mark, I guess, before I go. I can show you that. All these are done, but we'll just do one as an example. So what I would do is I'd grab all of these, anything that I plan on sharing or whatever online, I usually watermark the shit out of because I am a victim of theft. In fact, right now, one of my pieces, my Deadpool, gets stolen a lot, and they try to resell it, even though my fucking watermark's on it. It's an old watermark that wasn't always the strongest to see. So here we go. So for an example, now before I upload to a gallery or Instagram or wherever I'm going to put these, I will grab my logo. Whoops. I'll grab my logo, which is this handy dandy PNG, and I'll paste it on things. I used to make it really small, like put it in a corner like that. That's not covering enough. That's not covering enough. So now what I do, cover the whole damn thing. Now, what I do now is within reason, make it big, find the center, there we go. And then I do like a funky overlay. Bring that down to 80, 80. There, you can still see the image. You can see the character and everything going on behind it, but you can also see my goddamn name. At least, you know, my watermark, my business name. So, that's how I do that. And then I just copy paste, drag and drop. Sometimes I'll change the overlay it depends upon the edit, the photo that I'm watermarking, but I'll try to make my watermark blend in with it, but still stand out enough that you can tell what's going on. So that's my best advice for watermarks, is make them big. Make them big, but make them blendy, and make them kind of mesh in, but stand out just enough that you can see, oh, this is marked. I don't want to steal it. Or, you know, someone might be discouraged from stealing it. So that's my only. Okay, it's a two-sided sword there. It's a double-edged blade. Like, I want my name to be known, right? I want people to see Big Click Energy, but I also want it to be a deterrent from people stealing it. So if I'd had a bigger, more noticeable watermark on my Deadpool piece years ago when I first shared it online, that version of it wouldn't be ripped and sold constantly as car wraps and posters and wallpapers or whatever the fuck it's being sold as right now. I've seen it as a hood wrap for cars. So that's fun. And I don't get any of that money, and I'm sure Disney would like to know. Maybe I should just tell Disney. Oh god. It's a cool design, it's consistent, tough when scrolling through posts, but when you give someone your IG, it's like, wow, thank you, yeah. Looks nice. Do they auto post all at once? You don't manually do the pieces, do you? Yeah, got it. See you later, have fun. I'll go ahead and answer your question though for the rest of the streamers. Or the viewers, sorry. No, those grid posts that I do on an app on my phone. I think it's called Grid Post. It's that simple. But I can pick the sizes, so I can do a grid that's tall, or I can do a grid that's wide, or a perfect square. So it'll be either 3 squares, 9 squares, 12 squares. I think the biggest one I did was like 18 squares, which was a little overkill. And it is weird when you're scrolling, you're like, whoa, there's a zoomed in picture of an eyeball, like what the fuck is that about? But when you click it and go to my Instagram profile and look at the whole grid, it's amazing. But no, they do not post automatically, like not automated in a sequence of any kind. I do them manually. That's why I can't post like Lowbase, for example, if anybody's familiar with that streamer. He does this thing where he pre-automates his posts out for like 6 months at a time, where he doesn't even have to think about what he's going to post next. It just does it every single day. That's cool when you have that much work to post all at once, and you don't really want to think about it or how it looks on your layout. But this is my process, and yes, I do it manually. So when I do a grid post, I am sitting there for probably 10 minutes posting, delete, post, delete, post. Like, I'll delete it from my file on my phone as I post the next grid so I don't mess up the grid. But yeah, it like that, the app will tell you, it'll give you a number on each square and be like, upload the square first, the square second, the square third, so it looks right on your Instagram. And I'm doing that all manually. So yeah, none of my stuff is automated. None of it. The only thing that is a little bit automated now is when I employ AI a little bit, but again, I'm using all of my own material. I'm putting my own work and pictures into it and then telling the AI what I want it to do with my own stuff. I'm not taking anybody else's stuff. That's really not automating anything though, because I still got to do a bunch of fucking work after that. So it just takes out like a couple of steps I used to do that would add a few more days onto this process. So it's kind of saved a little time. But no, my uploading is fully manual. I have to do it all myself, so it looks like that. If somebody knows of an automated grid posting thing, please let me know. I guess I could just figure out like an automated post thing and then make sure they go off in the order that the grid needs to go in, but that seems like way more work than it's worth. I don't know. I've never done automated posting, but that's what my brain thinks it would have to be. I'd still have to plug in the right sequence and then have it go off and upload in that sequence in order for the grid to look right. That's why I just do it manually. So I don't know. It might be more complicated to do it automatically. Anyway. So yeah, that's how I assign stuff. I just take a little PNG of my logo and overlay it, blend it, change the opacity, and keep it to where you can still see the subject, still see the image, but you can also see my watermark, which is most important. Because again, you want to get your name out there, but also not have someone steal your shit and try to sell it. Because that's annoying. Trust me. Ugh, I'm so frustrated. I need to get a good lawyer. I can't afford a good lawyer, but I need to get a good one. So that's my signing. Let's see, what else did I need to do today before we go? We got these ready to go for Instagram, so follow me on Instagram because I'll probably start with one of these today. I'm not sure which one I want to start with because there's so many to upload. I kind of want to wait until they're all done, but if I do that, I'll be waiting another week to post, and that's silly. So I might as well get started today. I'll probably start with one that's already been delivered. I'll probably start with this. This person's already got their images, so I could start by sharing that. That'll be the grid. The first image for this layout, it'll look like this when it's on Instagram. Oh, and I also use a program, because Instagram only likes squares, really. Or it'll change the cropping of your image, and these are all cropped for, normal pictures, like 8x10s and posters and stuff. So for Instagram, I use another app called InSquare. And it helps, you can change it to any ratio that you like, but to get that perfect square on Instagram, I use that app, and it will see how, like, this is a square right now, so it'll take all this extra space, and instead of it just being black bars on your Instagram, it'll copy the image and blur it out, so it's just it just kind of like blends out nicely into a square, and it doesn't, I don't know, it's not too jarring. It's like, for example, yeah. See, you can tell, like, it's still that image, but it's just blended out nicely, so it just kind of looks like it's a part of it, right? That's that app I use, InSquare. It just kind of blends these into a nice square, so you still get the color and kind of texture a little of the original image. It's nice. And then that's what Grid Post does. And that would be square 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I have to upload them in that order. That's funky. But it makes for a cool looking gram if you actually go to my profile and check it out. So be sure to follow me, Big Click Energy 1. So I think I'm going to start with this tonight. As soon as I get off of here, I'm going to post this first one. And then tomorrow, I'm probably not going to stream again this week. I have some life stuff again. I need to I have D&D. I do a little D&D group every Friday. At least I'm trying to do it every Friday if people will continue to show up. I have a really nice group of friends that are showing up though, and I have rotating characters. People who can't always come but want to come sometimes can come in and play a game, do a campaign, and then fuck off for a couple of weeks and then come back if they can or whatever. And we're working on weaving them in and out of the tale. The DM's really good. But I have D&D on Friday, so that means I have to clean my house. Well, I clean a lot anyway, but I like to keep it spotless for, clients? Company, Pollyann, company. I like to keep it clean, and I have a pet rabbit who is potty trained, but she still sheds hair, so I have to vacuum regularly. So that's what my Thursdays consist of. They consist of prepping for my D&D day. But today I will upload this one, and tomorrow I will upload this one, and then the next day this one, and then the next day you'll see this little grid post pop up. So that should be, oh sorry, can't see that past my face, but that should be how they look on the gram once they're all uploaded. And that's how I figure that out, as I sit here and I finagle and see which ones I like in what order, and then I organize them very nicely into folders, and then I drop them into my Google Drive or whatever I'm using, cloud service, get them onto my phone, and then do all the uploading there. I don't do anything from my computer for social media. Facebook I'll upload sometimes from the computer, but I prefer to just do it all from my phone. It's a lot easier. But yeah, that's it. I think I'm gonna split, guys. It's only been a few hours, it's a short stream, but I got some other stuff to do, and yeah, I need to go and do it, probably. So, between now and the next time you see me, I will be streaming again next week. I've already taken, I made sure I wouldn't get booked for a few weekdays next week. Tuesday I have to go shoot that elementary school because it was rescheduled for the rainy day we had yesterday. But, I'm planning, I would like to, I probably won't be able to stream Tuesday because of that gig. So I might be able to stream Wednesday and Thursday, or Monday and Wednesday. I would like to stream twice next week. If not, you'll definitely see me on Wednesday, which will be, I believe, the last day of the month or first day of the next month. I'm not sure. We're reaching the end of January here. So it's crunch time. I really want to get these Mandos done. Dunzo. Dunyan rings. They need to be completely Dunarito. So yeah, next time you see me, some of these will already be a little more edited than they were today, and I'll show you the process again, like we started with this stream. And yeah, you'll see some more stuff. So just to reiterate everything we've done so far, I'll show you real quick over the last few streams. Can I select all here, buddy? There we go. Okay, my brain wasn't working. So over the last few streams and behind the scenes, I've done this one. I call this the Fox Mando because I don't remember the names of any of these characters, but this one looks like a fox to me, so I put him in the woods. I think it's cool. Oh, that one's not done yet. All I'm gonna do to that other one is just make that lightsaber glow blue, make it look like it's really a laser. This one, I'm not sure if I'm done with that one, but that's where it's at right now, and I want to do another one because I'm not sure about that first one. I like that one. That was pretty cool. Like that. I really like these ones with the woods and the spacey stars. These aren't done, but they're selected to get done. Not done. Not done. This one got done. I really like that one. I might have to do something to this laser though. Yeah. Oops. Yeah. Oh, I gotta fix that. Gotta fix that. Didn't see that right there. That's okay. That's fixable. I like what I did there, though. And that's it for what's done right now. So that's about half. No, that's way over half. Never mind, that's over half. Alright. I got less than I thought I did. Okay, good. I'm on a good track. It's taken me as long as I expected it to take me, but I will get the rest of these done this week. And we'll stream about it next week. And I'll deliver the rest of these to the Mandos that are waiting for them, and hopefully they love them. And that's it for now, gang. I'm gonna call it a day. But all this is ready to go. So I'm gonna keep on working. Oh yeah, these, we weren't really, I was just giving you examples, wasn't I? Okay. Alright, alright, I'm gonna leave it there. Okay. So, if you'd like, visit bigclickphoto.com, check out my entire portfolio, click on portfolio, or go down here, click on portfolio. All these things are clickable. Everything on my site you can click on. If you go all the way to the bottom or on any page, you can find this little banner with all my socials, or where it says my copyright, again, you can find all my socials. Find me, follow me, give me all the love. I appreciate it. Every little bit counts. We live in a world with we're oversaturated with content, so every little like, comment, share, follow, subscribe actually helps artists, so please take a moment. Any artist friends you have that you know that are struggling or not struggling or anything, just out there being artists, they need your love. They need your likes, they need your comments, they need your engagement, because it gets more eyes on their work. Eyes that might want to collaborate with them, hire them, you know, whatever. Be inspired by them, that kind of thing. So just, please, help out your small business friends. And do what you can to engage with their work. It means a lot to us, I can assure you. So that's it for me today, guys. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, Maple Glades, for chatting, stopping by. God damn it, Josh, thank you for following. I really appreciate it. And art-related things, thank you so much for following. That's really awesome. It's awesome to have you guys here. I appreciate everyone who stops by and comments or lurks or just hangs out for a moment and watches the stream. It means a lot to me. And now, if you want to see these images start to get posted, follow me on Instagram and Facebook. After they're on the gram and they're on the Facebook, they eventually get uploaded to my website. So those are the first places you'll see things, is right here on Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and then eventually the website. So yeah, be sure to follow along and check out all these posts. And thank you so much again for tuning in, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.